Hello, everyone. My name is Autumn McClung, and today we're going to talk about how to get involved at national parks. Some of you might be sitting here and thinking, what are national parks? I don't know any national parks. What even is this? Well, I'm going to tell you. The National Park Service has existed since 1916. It was passed into law by President Woodrow Wilson under the Organic Act. So, there are 63 national parks, and these are ones that are identified and named by congressional decree, whereas the rest of the territories are named national park sites by presidential decree. Many of the territories named under the national park sites fall under 19 naming designations, some of them including historic sites, battlefield sites, monuments, and many more. So, for example, Harper's Ferry, that's close to us, right? It's designated as a National Historic Park rather than just simply a national park. Some examples I have here are Jewel Cave Monument. So this is one of those national park sites that I have visited. However, it is not a national park, so it's part of that 431. And another part of that 431 national park sites is Golden Spike National Historical Park. So both of those fall under that category rather than the actual congressional decreed parks. So now, here's an example of one of those 63, and that's Wind Cave National Park. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is just a quick visual I have for you guys, and this is going to show you how the national parks have grown over the years. So let's talk about it. The National Park Services started in 1916, and it started with 14 national parks. By 1956, we had 28. By 1996, we had 54, and by 2024, we had 63. And I know this graph looks a little misleading and it doesn't look like a lot, but that is an awesome amount of growth for national parks. And now you're going to see why this graph looks so distorted. So the national park sites, we started with 21. In 1956, we grew by over 100 more. By 1996, we were up to almost 300, and by 2024, we have 431 national park sites. This is awesome. This is a really great way for the United States to prioritize preserving natural land and historic monuments and many other designated areas. Alright, everybody. So let's get into some fun stuff, right? What are some ways you can get involved at your national parks? So, first up, we've got the passport book. The passport book is going to be your staple item that you take with you to each national park and national park site. This book you can purchase at almost any national park site, and the national parks, it costs $12.95. It highlights all of the regions of the United States, like the Rocky Mountain region and the Midwestern region, and so on. It also lets you see all of the national parks that reside within those regions. So, at each of these national parks, there are stamp stations where you can put that specific park stamp in your passport book. The stamps are all unique to their locations, and you can sometimes have multiple for you to put in those books for you. This is an example of a passport book that one of my family members owns, and it has all of these unique passport stamps in them that are unique to each location that they have been to. Alright, next up we've got the bucket list bottle. This is personally one of my favorite things to do at national parks because I love a good water bottle, and this one is awesome. It's a recent endeavor that I've just invested in. So the bucket list bottle costs $60. I know it's a little steep, however, very much worth it. It comes with a cleaning kit, and it also comes with 63 stickers that you can put on your bottle as you go. This can be found at most national parks. However, if the park doesn't have it, you can find it online and on their website. This bottle really does help you stay engaged and feel like you're crossing off your bucket list as you travel, and this can help you focus where you want to go and motivate to help you plan any future visits and give you a sense of accomplishment. By the way, no cheating. This is just a visual of what the bottle looks like. As you can see, I haven't been to many of the actual 63 national parks, unfortunately. However, I have been to a few, so my goal in the next few years is to cross off at least a few of them. I do feel as a West Virginia resident, it's a little disappointing that I haven't been to the New River Gorge National Park yet, since it's been instated as one. But you can see, I've been to a few. Alright, so one of the last things I'm going to talk about on my list of things to do at national parks is the Junior Ranger program. So this is probably one of the most interactive things you can do in a national park, and also one of the most educational. So the Junior Ranger program is something that is available to all ages. They do not discriminate and will give you a booklet to participate. So when you arrive at each national park or national park site, just ask the ranger for a book. One of those books, they will provide you with a Junior Ranger booklet and a pencil to complete. This is an incentive program typically for children to really start interacting with national parks and truly learn as much as they can about the areas they are visiting. So by the end of the book, once you've completed it, you can earn a badge. Here's an example of a book that we have received from one of our national parks that we visited, and as you can see, the activities are very image-based and pretty simple and easy to understand for most children of ages 4 up until I'd say about the age of 12 or 15, which is typically where they expect children to interact with this program. So you can earn multiple badges at these parks. If you're lucky, these parks may even have specialty badges that you can earn. So most of the badges are typically a piece of wood and can be pinned to any sort of fabric. However, some parks do have specialty badges, and you can earn them through different incentives. Here's an example of some of the specialty badges we earned at Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Now personally, one of my favorite parts of the National Parks Junior Ranger program is that you get to be sworn in. And so when you're sworn in, you're given a unique pledge that's developed by each individual park ranger, and you get to wear funky, goofy hats with your family and raise your right hand and say this pledge. So I highly recommend this program. Thank you all so much for listening to my presentation. I really am glad that I got to share something that means so much to me in my life. I just want to share a few more pictures with you of some of the experiences that I had just this summer alone. The national parks can truly be one of the most beautiful places that you go in your lifetime. Thanks for listening.